Hello guys, this is Sneaky Snake here, and today I'm going to be showing you a really easy and simple iron farm you can build in your Minecraft world. And you will be needing villagers. For this farm, it does work with 10 villagers, but I'd recommend 20. And it can also come with a villager trading hall, but this is entirely optional. You don't have to add this. But you will be needing 20 villagers, and you can either take them from a current village or use zombie villagers to get them. So the rates of this farm is pretty good. It's going to be giving you around 340 iron per hour, which is pretty good. And a nice thing about this farm is that it does spawn 2 iron golems at once. Alright, so these are the items you're going to be needing for your farm. You're going to need 38 blocks. It doesn't have to be tough bricks. It can be any block that's waterproof. About a stack of leaves, 20 workstation for the villagers, 10 signs, a lava bucket, campfire, and water. And you will be needing 20 beds. Alright, so to start this farm off, you're going to need a 19 by 19 block wide area like this. And you're going to use whatever block of your choice and build 19 blocks in whatever direction you want. So I'm going to build 19 blocks this way. And then just build 19 blocks this way. And then just make this into a perfect square. Alright, so once you've done that, it should look like a square like this. And then the next thing you're going to do is put some leaves on top of it, so it should look like this. You can use slabs too, but I'd recommend using leaves. Alright, now what you're going to do is place a block in every corner of the square. And then on top of the block, place water on top of it, and then break the block below it. Make sure you do this in every square corner. So once you do that, it should look like there's a rhombus in the middle. Then the next thing you're going to do is that one block away from the water source block, and then down, you're going to start to place water along the entire. Make sure it is a block away from this water source, because if you put it right here on this block, it'll cause the whole thing to fill in with water, and we don't want that. So just make sure you repeat it. So it should look like this. When it's done, there should be one empty hole in the middle. Now for the next step is that you're going to build up 3 blocks and then make a platform. That should look in a weird shape like this. And this is the platform we'll place the beds on. So you're going to stack it up by another block. This weird platform that we made. So it should be 2 blocks high. And then on the top, make like a plus symbol. And make sure there's a gap or like a hole in the middle of it. Make sure it's not filled in. And then what you're going to do is place beds on top of these blocks. And then you're going to break the row you place the beds on top of. And then place beds under these beds that you just placed. So sort of stack them up like this. This is all the beds that the villagers will be linked to. They don't have to be in this position, but I'd recommend this position. You just need to build them all closely and in the center of the iron farm. Then it should look like this. You can go ahead and break the blocks. Now the next step is that in the middle right here, you're going to dig down 2 blocks. So in the middle right here, you're going to dig down 2 blocks, place a hopper, and then a campfire on top of that. Now you're going to need some signs, so get the oak sign or whatever sign you want and place it on top of the campfire. You don't have to write anything on it, just place a sign there. And place another sign on top of it. And then this sign right here, we're going to place signs on every side of it. sort of like that. And then once we build another block up, we're going to place a sign on top of all the signs on the side of them. So it should look something like this, where you have a hole in the middle. This hole in the middle is where we will place the lava bucket, which will kill the iron golems. Yeah, just like that. Now this part is done. The next part is going to be mainly focused on the villagers. Alright, so now for the villagers, we don't want these villagers that have green cloaks on. These are called nitwits. We don't want them because they can't do their job and work. We don't want baby villagers either. We just want normal villager that can do their jobs and has a workstation. So these are the guys we want. And one more thing, if you're kidnapping a villager from a current village that's still there, make sure you break their workstation and their beds, because it can cause iron golems to spawn in other places. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do is build up a little cage right here to put a villager in. And what you're going to do is put a villager in here. And you should have little sparks. That means he's linked to one of those beds, which is good. And then place a workstation by him, and he should link to the workstation. Yeah, like that. And then what this guy's gonna do is that he sees the beds there, and he's telling the villagers, the other villagers, that we're gonna put in other places that can't see the beds, so they won't know that there's beds here. But what this guy's basically doing is telling the other villagers that, hey, there's beds here, so those villagers will be linked to the beds. And put workstations on the side of the hole, so there should be a total of 8 workstations in here. Now the next step that you're going to do is put 8 villagers into this hole. Alright, so once you did that and have 8 villagers in one of these things, you're going to do that again. So in total you have 16 villagers. And then you'll do it one more time, but in this next one you only want to put 3 villagers in there. And then, so all of that plus this villager in there will equal a total of 20 villagers. And then what you're going to do next is cover this all up so the villagers don't get killed. You don't want that to happen. And then, as you see, iron golems are now already spawning, and this farm is really good. And then, if you want to build a villager trading hall, just move all your villagers to wherever you want them and make a little trading hall. And to build a storage collecting system, just dig down and keep digging under till you get to the hopper that we placed earlier. And just simply place a chest there, and all your items will go into there. And you will get iron, poppies, and string from the cats, too. Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful for you, and now you know how to make a very easy and simple iron farm in Minecraft. This will be really helpful in the beginning of your world, so you don't have to go mining for iron a lot. Please subscribe, it'll help a lot, and leave a like on the video. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next one.